Okay guys, we're back. Just stripped down pieces we've been using here, so you can leave maybe one side on like that, makes it a bit easier. So we're going to be using this piece in a minute, just for the we're going to do some stuff with the upgrade kit. So what you're going to do is, when you get your kit, you're going to get a slip ring like this, and it's going to have a nice big kind of flat disc on it like that. What you want to do is take that and turn it into something like this, you know, 2 tabs where you can slot it into here quite nicely. So also at this point, what you want to do is you want to take the single rotating piece and make sure it fits into the tube. So basically thread the wires through, bring it all through nicely, come on, and make sure it sort of slots into the top of the tube like that and rotates, but just enough so it grips there. I mean, if you do find it's a bit loose, a couple of drops of glue in there, you know, will sort that, but just don't go too crazy. But you might find because it's a very snug fit, you might find that you might just need to file either the tube or this just ever so slightly to get that fit just nice. You see that goes in real nice and smooth, nice secure fit like that. So that's good, that's working, that's great. So we can put that to one side because we know that fits. So what you do is take this part, and to help here you can take this gear back off. So what you do is you take the side of the slip ring with the 2 sets of wires coming out, and you hold it so the servo faceplate is towards you, so you're on the underside of the board, and you go through from the underside out through the top like this, and you see that comes through like that, and that sits nicely just in that piece where you've worked that away. Then what you do, just literally a bit of glue just under the tabs, put some glue there. I mean, I've got some shoe goo. This is incredible stuff. Just be warned, it's got great big skull and crossbones on the top of it. It's not particularly healthy for you, so don't go too crazy with it. But it is very good for what we're going to be using it for. So what you do is just dab some on the side there, and just squeeze it in, let it set a little bit, and just make sure it's a good solid thing. But while it's still a bit moist and a bit sort of liquefied, that's when you put it back through here, and you make sure it all lines up and it's all in the right place. So take this through, yeah, so you slide that on as you had checked previously, and then just ease it down, click it in, and now you've got that. You know, that's your test fitting. Okay, right, now we're at this stage. We want to make sure our servo here is centered, because we don't want it being off when we come to use the tracker. So get a servo tester, and then there we go, got nice centered servo now. So you leave that in, just offer it up, make sure the 2 sections are squared. You don't want it off like that with a centered servo, because it'll always be pointing at 45 degrees or whatever you've set it at there. So you want that nice and square. Just basically hold that straight, offer it up, make sure it all slips in nice, and you hear that click, and we're in. So that's it, good, nice centered servo, pretty much. It might just always be a little bit out, you know, just be for the position of the gear, the gears on the spindle and things. But if you're not happy with it, you can always just bring it back out again and just reposition it. Maybe try a different position, you know, on the lower section. Just move the cog round, and there you go. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. So just you know, you have to rotate it around a couple of times, maybe find the best spot. So we now know that's good. our servo centered, so we can disconnect the power from that. Put that to one side. So there we have it. That's like that. That's all pretty much wired up, ready to go. So you can add the second side plate. And there we go. That's the top section. That's the top section done pretty much. Looks a bit messy at the moment, but we can tidy that up later. So, great stuff. Okay, right. So we got to this stage. Pretty much, you know, good chunk of the way there. What we need to do now is find the end pieces. So what you'll get is you'll get 5 pieces that will look fairly similar in size. And you think, well, how do I tell which one's which? It's pretty easy, because you'll get 2 the same size, and where's like 2 the same size. Okay, this is the one, the little narrow one is the one for the top. It goes on the front. There we go. That will go in there, just like that. And then you get your 2 screws in. Then you get your back piece with the hole in the middle, and that should just click straight in like that. Your pre-drilled hole here, and one here, and one here. So we want to start on the base plate, building up that. So what you do, get the upgrade kit, get your power connector, that'll go to the single side, and then your AV plugs will go to the double. We have 2 of those. They may differ a little bit depending on which ones we've got in stock, so sometimes you might find you might need to just drill those out or open those out just a tiny bit. But once you've got those in, that's fine. Then these should fit. You might just need to file. You might just need to file the servo holes just a little bit. It's just the nature of the machine. You can't get an exactly square hole, so you just have to do that. We've got a file here. Just open that up just a tiny little bit in the corners, and you should find that, there you go, exactly, fits straight through. Put it flush, whichever way up you want, you know, so you can have the tab going up that way, so negatives at the bottom, and put it flush. Get a bit of glue. Like I said, I use the shoe glue, it's really good. You can use UHU Pour or even CA if you want to, but that stuff's good because it's sort of rubberized and it's really durable. So you have all those in, so we consider this as filled for now. And you just position it where you want. You can have it here, you can have it here, fit wherever. But normally it's best on the back. Get that on the back, so that's there like that. And then what you want to do is you want to decide about your wiring, which wires we're going to do what. Now you've got 12 wires here, so you split off some for the servo, obviously you know, some for the power, and you know, the rest so like for the video and things. We can do another video on the electronics later. Just get that through there, so that's all good. Then all you basically do is just, once you've wired all this up, just add the remaining pieces, the lower section with the completed tripod holder in there, and it should squeeze in, and there you have it. Just you bolt that up and it's pretty much ready to go almost, you know, you just finish your wiring up. So I'll get that put together and tied it up, and we'll move on to the tilt unit.